Welcome back. Now we'll be going to the next study session, which is study session 4 with the topic matter and chemical reactions. Matter and chemical reactions. So, what do you understand by the word matter? From our previous knowledge, matter can be defined as anything that has mass and occupies a volume of space. Anything that has mass and occupies a volume of space. Now, it is important to note that matter occurs in 4 states. Matters occur in 4 states. We have the solid state, we have the liquid state, we have the gaseous state, and we have plasma. We have plasma. That plasma state is what we call ionized gas. Ionized gas. Now, often the state of matter of a substance may be changed by adding or removing heat energy from it. That means that these matters that we just mentioned, the solid, the gas, the liquid, they can change from one form to another. How can they change? They can change by adding or removing heat from it. Now, when there are changes from one state to another on matter, they undergo some changes. These changes that they undergo can be physical or chemical change. Now, when matter undergoes physical change, that means that new products are not formed when they undergo physical change. But when they undergo chemical change, new products are formed. Remember, I said earlier that matter can undergo changes from one state to another. Now, some of the changes that they undergo is melting. Melting is changing from solid state to liquid state. We also have boiling, that is changing from liquid state to gaseous state. We also have condensing, that is changing from gaseous state to liquid state. And we also have freezing, which is a change from liquid to solid. Now, the changes from one state to another, from one state of matter to another, is going to lead us to what we call the first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics, which states that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, but can change from one form to another. The first law of thermodynamics states that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, but can change from one form to another. Now we'll move to chemical reaction. Now, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is a process that is usually characterized by a chemical change in which the starting materials, that is the reactants, are different from the products. Now, in chemical reaction, during the process, there are some things that we need to note. Now, we have what we call chemical equation. What are chemical equations? Chemical equation is the name that is given to shorthand used to describe the steps of chemical reaction. They are the shorthand used to describe the steps of chemical reaction. We also have reactants, that is the starting materials. We have the products, that is the substances that are formed from reactants. We also have what we call catalysts. What are catalysts? Catalysts are substances or chemicals that hasten the rate of chemical reaction. Now, there are different types of chemical reactions. Different types of chemical reaction. We have direct combination reaction or synthesis reaction. We have chemical decomposition or analysis reaction. We have single displacement or substitution reaction. That means an element replacing another element in the chemical reaction. We have double displacement reaction. We also have acid-base reaction. That one is even very common. Acid-base reaction, that's what we use for titration. Acid-base reaction, also called neutralization reaction, the reaction between an acid and a base to form salt and water. We also have oxidation reduction or redox reaction. Redox reaction. Redox reaction involves the type of reaction in which the oxidation state of an element or an atom changes. The oxidation state of an element or an atom changes. Thank you.